Vikings family, Purple Gang, man. What are we going to talk about tonight? Well, tonight, we're going to go ahead and we're going to locate our biggest threats as Minnesota Vikings, right? Teams that we know most likely we're going to have to go through to get to where we want to get. Now, there's probably about 5 teams that I think are a really big threat to the Minnesota Vikings as far as blocking our blessing, right? Blocking us from being fans that just have the all joy that we want, and that's holding up a Lombardi trophy. There's about 5 teams, but I'm going to go with 3, the 3 main ones. And yeah, these teams are pretty obvious. You feel me? Like, there's nothing secret about these teams being teams that we have to worry about, okay? There's a team we can name in our division in the NFC North, but we're going to leave all the NFC North teams out of this list, okay? I'm going to name 3 teams, and obviously these are all 3 NFC teams because we have to beat these teams to go to the Super Bowl. All right, so the very first team is the obvious, man, and it's the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? This is my thing with the Eagles is they made it to the Super Bowl last year. They had a great season, and they drafted pretty good this year. I mean, a lot of the main pro analytic guys and, you know, grading the drafts and all that football talk. You feel me? Like, a lot of them think that they drafted well. And us being casual fans and stuff, we look back and we say, hey, they got some decent players, all right? They did their thing because they were already pretty stacked. You feel me? So they did nothing but just add fuel to the fire. So I expect the Philadelphia Eagles to have a good season. Will it be as good as last year? Will it be as electric as last year? That's something that we'll just have to wait until the ball is kicked off. But I mean, as a football fan, if you know football, you watch football, you can say that they're still going to be an issue, okay? They're going to be a problem. When you see them on your schedule, you will go in there knowing that it's going to be a ball game. You hear me? Like, you're going to have to game plan the right way to beat this team, okay? Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, they got, I mean, they just have some weapons, man. The defensive line, adding Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis to the guy that we really didn't get to see much of, like, it's about time to see what they're going to do, man. We see them. We see them, man. So, you know, we're going to see what they bout, man. You know what I mean? We got to get revenge from last season. But that's the first team, man. Philadelphia Eagles. We know that. All right. The second team for me is going to be another NFC East team, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. As much as we don't like the Cowboys as far as, and to me, I follow a lot of Cowboys content creators. Shout out my boy West Coast, man. Shout out HTM, Landlord. Like, I actually plug in with the Dallas Cowboy content creation network because I respect those dudes, man. A lot of them dudes, they solid. You feel me? But when it comes to their fan base, though, I don't like them. You know what I mean? Because every year they just think they going to the Super Bowl. Stop the cap. All right, stop it. Every year is the same story that they go into the Super Bowl, and I'm tired of hearing it. But the reality of the situation is they have a decent quarterback in Dak Prescott, which a lot of their fans don't like him. Their fans are similar to ours when it comes to the quarterback, all right? You got a lot of fans that don't like Dak Prescott, but then you got people that aren't fans of the Dallas Cowboys that would say, hey, I would take Dak Prescott in a million. Give me Dak Prescott, and we'll appreciate him, right? But, you know, Dallas Cowboys, the truth is they have a decent defense. They can play good defensive football. They showed it last season. On top of Dak Prescott comes through, man. He comes through a lot. He makes mistakes too. He's similar to Kirk Cousins. I think he's one notch above Kirk Cousins, but you know, you can compare him. I'm not going to fuss with you if you think that they similar. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, but personally, my opinion, I think Dak is a little better when it comes to just leading the troops, being that leader on the field. It just shows. It oozes out of him a lot more than it does Kirk Cousins, right? But yeah, man, I mean, they have a decent team. Now we got to see what they do in the running back position. They have some things that they're going to have to work on. They got rid of one of their tight ends, Dalton Schultz, that was really good, that contributed a lot last season. Now he's gone, so now they got a couple rookies and second-year players that are going to battle for that position. So there's no telling what's going to happen there. But, you know, I still believe that they're going to be one of our biggest threats going into this season. To get us to the Super Bowl, we will most likely have to face them at some point in a meaningful game, all right? Then the last one, we got the 49ers. Now, y'all know, man, the 49ers, to me, like, I know we beat them a couple seasons ago, like week 1 or something. We smashed them up. I'm going to tell you right now, ever since then, the 49ers be just whooping. I'm scared when I see them. I'm scared when I see them on the schedule, man, because I know that game going to get ugly. One of the main reasons why it's going to get ugly is that offensive line we got. All right. There is no stopping that pass rush, bro. None. All right. There's no stopping it. And then when it comes to their offense, we can't stop the damn football. When it comes to running, they can run the ball like, I mean, it just makes no sense. You feel me? And we all know this as Vikings fans. And again, I did not see them take many steps backwards. I feel like they are pretty much where they were. You know what I mean? I don't think they did crazy upgrades, but they also didn't take any steps back. They're going to be the same 49ers they were. And what does that mean? That means NFC Championship game, bro. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the 49ers are the 49ers, they go to the NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. And they get carried by their defensive line, their defense, and their offense. And then they have decent quarterback play that Shanahan just puts in a good installment that a young quarterback can run, or you can have somebody like goddamn Brock Purdy come in and look like a damn superstar. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You just never know with them, man. But they always know how to find ways to win. All right. Even if they start off sloppy like they did last season, they bounce back as the season progresses. They know how to win meaningful football games. All right. So they are the next threat. The story is this, bruh. Vikings, we have to figure out how to beat these three teams. That's what's important. You have three teams in the NFC that are in your way. Figure out how to game plan to beat them, okay? You build your team around beating that, right? Because if you do that, that's how you get to the Super Bowl. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Who's our biggest threat, man? Do y'all agree? Are these the three biggest threats? Or do you have some other teams in mind in the NFC? Let me know down in the comments. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.